read Bible for us. What's going on, ladies? How y'all doing? Tell me something. You got the Bible for us here?
Sharing some good news from the Bible today.
Which is what? What's that?
Well, we're talking about how you can enjoy life on earth forever. Have you ever wondered about that before?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, God has standards, and so that's part of what that Bible study course is teaching, what needs to be done. So,
which is what?
well, there's a couple different things. One of them, of course, is to have faith in Jesus Christ.
Okay.
There's a very famous scripture, you can probably quote it, John 3:16, that God loved the world so much that whoever exercises faith.
How do you exercise faith?
That's a good question. What would you say?
Say, what would I say?
Yeah,
I would say keeping God's commandments.
I love that. Yeah, absolutely.
But he was more Middle Eastern Polar, right? Because Mesopotamia, where it's located, it shows us that based on historical documents, right?
No, absolutely
All
not.
right, correct me then.
Okay, so you got a Bible?
I'm just asking questions.
Yeah, let's move over because they feel
You
very
want to move
meeting.
over?
Yeah. Revelation's the first chapter.
Okay. This is the book of Revelations, chapter 1 and verse 1.
Start, yeah.
The revelation of Jesus Christ.
Now we know the root word of revelation is what?
Tell me.
Reveal, right?
Okay.
So it says the revealing of Jesus Christ.
Okay.
The book of Revelation is a revealing of future prophecy, of things that's happened in the past,
Right.
as well as what we're about to read, Jesus Christ. Go ahead.
Right. The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him.
Just give me to the point.
Verse
Go
14.
down to
verse
verse
10,
12.
12. Verse 12. And
Can you
Let
read
him
10 through 12?
Let's start at 10. Absolutely. We love context. Go ahead.
Verse 10. I was in the Spirit on the Lord's day, and heard behind me a great voice as of a trumpet, saying, I am Alpha and Omega.
So contextually, where are we at right now? Because you wanted to start at 10.
Right, 10.
Right.
He's saying
No.
he's a spirit.
Well, I'm saying in context, because you asked for context, where are we at right now? Who's speaking?
Like, who is it?
Yeah, who's talking?
Jesus?
No. So let's go back, because you said context.
Well, that's why it's not enough. That's what I was asking.
Right, so let's go back to verse 1.
That's fine, yeah.
The revelation of St. John the Divine.
Okay.
Verse 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ, which God gave unto him, to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass. And he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John.
John. So we're reading now what John's account of what happened.
Right.
So let's go back to verse 10.
Verse 10.
Uh-huh.
I was in the Spirit on the Lord's day,
So the I is talking about who?
John.
Read.
and I heard behind me a great voice as of a trumpet,
So he's describing his voice, right?
Okay.
The voice that's speaking.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
saying, I am Alpha and Omega, the first and the last. And what thou seest, write in a book,
Read.
and send it unto the 7 churches which are in Asia, unto Ephesus, and unto Smyrna, and unto Pergamos, and unto Thyatira, and Sardis, and to Philadelphia, and to Laodicea.
So back up here it says, I'm Alpha and Omega, the first and the last, and what thou seest, write in the book. So he told John what he sees, right? You see with your eyes, correct? Because I don't want y'all to think that we're making things up.
No, I'm just asking. I was
So-
curious. I was reading
No,
this when
you
gave
good,
me.
you good. That's what we expect. What you see, John, he said to write it in the book. So John's going to follow orders from Jesus Christ.
Correct.
He's about to write down what he sees.
Correct.
Read verse 12.
Verse 12.
Uh-huh.
And I turned to see the voice that spake with
So
me.
let's put action to it. He said he turned to see the voice that spake to him. So here it is. He heard the voice behind him,
Right.
obviously. He turned to see the voice that spake to him. Go ahead.
And being turned, I saw 7 golden candlesticks.
So he saw 7 golden candlesticks. Y'all know what those 7 golden candlesticks are, right?
What are they?
It's a menorah. You read in the scriptures, it describes it as a candlestick with 7 lights on it, okay? So he saw a candlestick, a menorah, go ahead.
And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks,
Uh-huh.
one like unto the Son of Man,
So who did he see? Standing behind him. He saw Jesus. Go ahead.
clothed with a garment down to the foot,
So he had a garment that went all the way down to his foot, right?
Right.
Go ahead.
and girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
Now he's describing his girdle. What color is his girdle? Golden, right? Read on.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So he said his head and his hairs were white like wool. Woolly textured hair, right?
Right.
Who possesses woolly textured hair? Y'all keep it 100 with me. Where you from?
I'm from Oklahoma.
You from here, right? Where you from? You from here. So y'all ain't been under a rock.
No.
What nation of people has a woolly textured hair? Mesopotamian?
It's multiple though.
Okay, so name some.
There is Middle East. You ever seen Middle Eastern folks with the woolly?
I've seen Afro Middle Easterns, what they call them, or Afro Arabics.
Keep reading.
Verse 14, his head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow.
So we agree that this was woolly textured hair.
Correct.
Go ahead.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
What color is fine brass? Let me see if you're gonna keep it 100. Brass, the color of brass.
Black.
Okay. So he looked at his feet, and he saw his feet was dark, right?
Yeah.
Now, I don't live under a rock either. I've been in the military. I've traveled the world. I've seen dark complected Arabics, right? Same
Correct.
color
Correct.
as me.
Yeah, correct.
So watch this. It says he looked down and he saw his feet. His feet were like brass, right? And then it goes on to explain as if it burned in a furnace. You take that brass, you burn it. What happens to it?
Really black.
It gets darker. Go ahead. And I've seen what we call today East Indians. Way darker than some of us out here, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Go ahead.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters.
Read.
And he had in his right hand 7 stars.
So right here we read the depiction of what Christ looked like.
Yeah.
Woolly textured hair, dark skin. Daniel's seen the same thing. Give me that in Daniel's 10th chapter. Daniel's seen Christ.
So do a lot of people don't believe this?
Well, a lot of our people don't believe. A lot of our people think Jesus Christ looked like you. And that's not a slight to you. It's people of all colors. Nothing wrong with that. But the point is that what happened to us as a nation, as a people, when our image was taken from us, meaning we don't see God, we have an inferiority complex to where we don't see Christ in one another. Y'all familiar with gang banging, gang violence?
Yeah.
What would happen, I want y'all to be real with me, what would happen if black people seen Jesus in each other? What would happen if I looked at my brother and instead of seeing a nigga, I saw Christ? What happens, right? So the reason why we're showing this is not only is it putting spirituality back into our people, it's bringing our nationality back. There's no
perspective on earth, what we see every day.
Absolutely. There's no such thing as an African American. How old are y'all?
I'm 26.
26. In school, you learned about what happened to black people, right?
Partially, yeah.
Partially, meaning we were sold as slaves, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, well for us, that's where our history stops or ends, right?
Correct.
But in reality, when you read in the Bible, God said that the children of Israel will go in slavery on slave ships in Deuteronomy 28th chapter. So what we're out here showing our people is that, listen, we got to come back to who we are, keep God's commandments and faith in His Son. Where y'all really come from is the tribes of Israel. That's
So what's your primary teaching?
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, without Christ, you can't make it to the kingdom.
Right,
that's
for
it.
sure.
Let's go.
That's awesome.
We agree?
Come on, baby.
That's what I'm talking about.
This is
That's what I was
Brian
wanting
and
to
Ty
ask.
and Lance.
I'm Ty.
Ty, I'm IBL.
Brian.
Brian?
Yeah.
Hey man, y'all check the
What
information
part
out.
of Oklahoma are you guys in?
Are we in? Well, we have a school in Oklahoma City.
Okay.
But I'm from here. I'm from Oklahoma City as well. But that's the message. Like I said, a lot of people don't take the time, and I respect you because folks won't. They'll come up with their own theories. Oh, this is what they
They
think.
want to challenge you.
Not just that. It's almost like, okay, we want to speak against you, but all we telling our people to do is stop doing drugs, quit gang banging, be
That's
fathers to your families.
Because my thing, I was just wondering, because my thing was, I was wanting to ask, because like you said, your primary teaching is Jesus Christ, believe in Jesus Christ. So I was wondering, like, what's the point of this right here, you know?
All right, so now you understand.
You explained it, yeah.
Now,
so
realistically, are we saying that this?
No. I mean,
okay.
you can look up Google Jesus, and they have millions of white people picture their Jesus.
But what we're showing is that's the actual text. That's what his skin looked like. So when we read about it, that's what we're trying to show our people, right?
Hey, I appreciate y'all.
All
I
right,
mean,
man.
honestly, doing a good thing. I feel
we're
like
trying to work it out.
Come on, baby. Let's
Yeah.
go.
The main thing, like I was saying, was
Let's go.
All right, bro.
teaching Jesus is Savior.
That's it. That's it. Because without him, you can't make it. That's it, bro. Y'all take
Let
care.
me get a couple more from y'all.
Hey, no worries. Hey, give him. I got a couple.
I go. Y'all heard of Life Church?
No. Oh yeah, here
We do here on Broadway in Britain, Life Church. I go there a lot, and we have a lot of disadvantaged like he said, it's not true, but African American kids.
Right.
And I feel like this is something that could help them, you know. It's like, there's a lot of people view Jesus as a white man, you know what I'm saying? And in return, that's going to turn away a lot of black people, you know. So
when we start teaching the truth, not just the depiction, and at the end of the day, knowing he's black is not going to get you the kingdom of heaven.
you're right.
But what is going to get us the kingdom of heaven is understanding where we come from and keeping God's commandments and faith in his son.
Absolutely.
That's it. That's the message.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today.